Hello everyone, welcome back to Naomi's Bookshelf, and welcome to vlog number 2 of March Mystery Madness, Middle Grade March, and everything else. So for my second vlog of the month, I started off, I ended off last vlog with a few books in the works, and those few books are this one, which is After the Funeral, and I was this much in, and I will be working on this one. I have an ebook of it from my library, so that will be part of the progress going forward into today. I am filming this before my work day, so hopefully I can make some progress in that. I also am currently reading The Devil's Star by Nesbo with Berna and Nikki, so I'll be reading that throughout the week. So hopefully I make some good progress in that. And then I'm also currently listening to the audiobook of Sense and Second Degree Murder, and I will be reading that one as well. So hopefully all things will work smoothly with those 3 books. But I also have another book to add to the TBR. So I also plan on reading Anne of the Island this week, as this one is one I would really like to just finish off. I have really high hopes of reading this one also for this time period, but because it is something that should be an easy, quick read, I think it'll be a great chance, or a great time to read it, I should say, especially for Emily's birthday bonanza, which is also this week, and I think it'll be a fun time to read this one, which is also for the Analog, which she is hosting. So I'll be trying to squeeze that one in too. It's not going to be that hard, I think, to read those ones or those couple. I also managed to find an ebook of Brave New World, so I'm going to try reading that one as an ebook, which I started last week. So here's hoping I can get that one done. But also, most importantly, I have Murder in Old Bombay, which is due back in like 4 or 5 days. So I have an ebook of that too. So I need to read that as an ebook. So I need to prioritize my ebooks essentially for this week. Even though I have several of them in ebook form, I have this one as an ebook as well, but not from the library. So I don't have to rush on that if I don't read this week. So I have lots of time if I do need to, for this one at least, but I would like to prioritize ebooks this week, especially since that seems to be my best way of reading books. It seems to be the best format, and I will take advantage of that as best I can. So I hope you join me for this week-long reading vlog, and hopefully I can get a lot of reading done. Hello. So it is Monday afternoon, and I am on my lunch break. I have finished a good chunk of After the Funeral by Agatha Christie, and I'm remembering, I think, what the result was, but I might be completely wrong. I'm not sure. Either way, I am enjoying reading an Agatha Christie. I did read it 5 years ago, so I cannot remember. I listened to a radio drama of it though, so it's like not even full detail. So that's that. I did read my section of Devil's Star today, which was an interesting section to say the least. Yeah, hopefully tomorrow's section isn't as interesting. Yeah, don't know what to say about that one. Anyways, so there's that. So basically now on my lunch break, I plan on, I don't know, just chilling. I do want to read some more, maybe of After the Funeral, binge that, get it done. That'd be nice. Get it off of my to-do list for reading wise. I put together my list and I was like, that's 21 books. Maybe I'm a little over ambitious this month, but I'm gonna just try my hardest. We'll see how it goes. A lot of them are small, which is not a bad thing, but yeah, that's still ambitious. So either way, I'm gonna just gun for it and try to get through After the Funeral, and maybe make progress on Brave New World if I have time. I have an hour lunch break, so we'll see. But yeah, here's hoping I can get stuff done today, books-wise. Tonight, we'll see how things go at home. The weekend was basically a shot weekend in terms of physical ability, so I didn't even get much reading done, to be honest. Sunday was like a nothing day in terms of reading, in terms of physical ability. I just laid in bed and did nothing. So that's one day off of my potential get stuff done list. So it's okay. I needed that physically to recover a little bit. But now I'm kind of trying to figure out how can I catch up on things like meal prepping, like making, or not meal prepping, but like buying groceries and then doing the meal prep, doing laundry, doing things like that, all when I get home after work, which I'm tired from. So that's tonight's jobs on top of my normal Monday works things. So, or Monday evening things. So yeah, that's just the way it goes. And this week is also pretty busy with things in the evenings. So I'm hoping life will be, I think, calmer. It never is in my life, is it? Either way, I'm gonna enjoy my reading lunch break now. So it is now the end of my workday. I have gotten to over halfway through after the funeral. I am now on page 107 out of my copy, which is 190 pages long. In my ebook, though, I'm not quite that far in. I don't know. The setup is weird, and they also have lots of extra pages. Either way, I am at the end of chapter 12. So I'm making good progress. And I don't think the thing I'm thinking, or the twist I'm remembering is right. But I still think that I'm correct with, I don't know, I have a gut feeling that my memory is right, even though it doesn't seem right with what the clues are. I don't know. So either way, I'm enjoying it, and I hopefully will finish it off. Okay. I'm really tired. I'm sorry. I don't know. And then I also finished my section of Devil Star, like I said earlier. I think I said earlier. Yeah, strange section. I'm at 48% now. So keep going with that. And then I hopefully will have, the benefit of having an ebook is that I can turn off the lights and just read while I'm about to fall asleep. So I'm gonna yawn again, and I don't want to yawn anymore on camera. I'm gonna maybe read more of this. I left Anne of the Island here, so I might pick up this. Oh, it's really thick compared to after the funeral. I kind of just feel like I just want to finish off a book or two. Like I just want to get them done, and I want to feel accomplished in some way. I have a weird feeling right now of like being with several month-long readathons. I really love it when I have this week is for this week is for that, and then I have a set designated. This week is, I don't know, March Mystery Madness books, or this week is middle grade March books. And then I have a really clear-cut TBR per month, or per week, I should say. This month isn't that case because every single, except for this week, in a way, I have the Birthday Bonanza plans. But even then, I have very few books for that TBR left. So in some ways, I'm like, I don't have many books on my TBR. I'm sorry. So I'm kind of like feeling at loss for picking books. This is why I have big TBRs, because at least I have direction when I'm picking a book. So I kind of feel like I just want to have a very direct way of picking my books. So I don't know. I might do something crazy. We'll see what happens. But tonight, at least, I will be picking out something like this. Tomorrow, I have a very busy day, and we'll see what happens. I'm basically going from the time I get up for work all the way through to like 9:30 at night, basically. But tonight, this is actually not tonight. Tomorrow, I'm sorry. This morning, I wanted to say I did listen to the 20% mark, up to the 20% mark of Sense and Second Degree Murder, which I'm really enjoying, and I think it's a really interesting story. I have some suspicions already of what the mystery line is going to go, but I'm okay with that. I'm happy with how it's going. So I'm pretty content. I've got to stop filming. Anyways, I might do something crazy with how to pick books coming up after Tuesday, but Wednesday is also a book club meeting, and I still haven't read Night Circus. So, I might need to prioritize that tonight too. I'll let you know. Anyways, I'm gonna try reading something. If not, I fall asleep. So either way, it'll be a good night's worth of work or sleeping, which is also something I need to do. So I'll be okay with either thing that I do. Hello, it is Wednesday night. I don't think I checked in yesterday. I am now about 65% of the way through Devil's Star, which actually I just did a little bit of a library haul while I was at book club. So I picked up Soul Lanterns, hopefully to reread if I can. I also picked up Peril at Owl's Park, which is an Aggie Morton book. Very excited to read that if I can this month, which I'll explain in a minute. And I picked up Devil's Star by Joe Nesbo, so I'll need to find my place in that in case my library book, I don't finish it in time. I also picked up All the Ever Afters by Danielle Teller. This is a fairy tale retelling of Cinderella's stepmother, which I might be reading soon. And one more book, which is this Mr. Monday one, which I had returned in my sleep in February. So as the audiobook of. So I picked up a physical book and hopefully I can read it. But what I was saying about Devil's Star, we'll go with that first. So I'm about 65% of the way through this, so I'm not sure how many pages that is in here. I'm a lot more invested now. The mystery is finally gripping me. We're finally getting into the mystery part, and it's really making sense, and I'm really enjoying it now. It's a different kind of mystery book, and I'm not sure if I'm going to rate it very highly. I'll probably give it a 3-star at this point, but I am enjoying it now. So there's that. I have been reading this steadily every day, and there's that one. Aside from that, I have not been feeling like reading, to be honest. I think it might just be my mood right now. But I feel kind of bad about that, although I have had really busy days the last few days. Like yesterday, I went straight from like work. I had a work meeting right after the day ended at daycare, and then I went straight from the work meeting to my Bible study and then came home and crashed. And then today I went straight from work to book club to watching Survivor with my grandma, and now I'm coming home at 10 o'clock at night. So it's like it's a very busy days. So even then I don't have much time for reading. So I've been reading the ebook of this while helping kids go to sleep at nap time, or while on my lunch break. So I'm not doing much reading, and I'm kind of just in a chill time. But I do want to finish off a few books. I am prioritizing now my TBR Clue books, as I feel like that is more efficient for me in the long run. I was feeling really not prioritized. I was feeling really confused about my priorities. I was feeling like I had to do middle grade March books, and then I had to do March Mystery Madness books, and then I was having to do all these other books, and I was like, I don't have to do any of them. I have read a middle grade book, and I have read a mystery book. I must qualify for those 2 readathons, and then I'm done. I don't want to be done, but at least I have completed those readathons. So I'm going to focus on my TBR Clue books, because those are the ones I really need to focus on. And then I will just read whatever I want to after that. It is what it is. I think I have 5 books left to read for that, and I will be happy at that point. I will need to fit in the Devil's Star somewhere in there. I will figure out where to put that. But I do need to read nonfiction, and I have not even started my nonfiction book yet, which I really still want to read, She-Wolves, but I just have to get in the right headspace, I think. So tomorrow I don't have anything going on in the evening, which is really nice. I have been watching Big Brother Canada, and it's been really nice to just turn my brain off from reading and those kind of priorities during my lunch break if I do have the time to do that. So I might just do that, watch tonight's episode tomorrow on my lunch break. But I also might pick up After the Funeral, which I really want to read. And I also still have Bombay, Murder at Old Bombay out. And I'm almost going to have to return that book without reading it. So I don't want to do that. But I don't know. We'll see. So yeah, I just wanted to kind of come up with this update and say, I don't feel like reading, and I am letting go of the pressure. But I do really want to kind of keep going with this in a very low-key way. So I still will be vlogging, but here's the hoping. And I mean, I could say this right now and by the weekend have read 3 or 4 more books, because that's the way I am. I do yo-yoing. But at the same time, right now I don't feel great, and I'm going to prioritize what I need to read, being Devil's Star. And then I'm going to look at my TBR clue list, which on that list I have things like a used book. I have a book published in the 1900s, and I also have a book from Mrs. Peacock, and I also have to read a book. What's my other one? The Billiards Room is also another one of those, and I can't remember my fifth prompt right now, but I have something like that. So I don't have many difficult ones to fill. I have already put on my other books that I read so far in the month, which I've only 4. That's why I'm feeling rough, because it's the 10th and I've only read 4 books. I know that I am starting to slump because of that, or I have been slumping. So I just need to take the pressure off and accept it. So I'm doing that right now, and I'm okay with that, because it's time to face the facts, and it's okay if I'm just not in a reading mood. So yeah, I'm reading my buddy read, and I am going to try to get back to you after the funeral, as I am enjoying it. But I'm also going to try and see if I can start Murder in Old Bombay, to see if I want to finish it out as quickly as possible for the next 2 days or 3 days, depending on how long my hold is or my copy is. But like I said, long-winded way of saying I'm not feeling like reading, and I'm okay with it now, but I am still reading and enjoying my buddy read now book. My buddy read book now. I'm sorry. It's after 10. I need to go to bed. Anyways, good night for now. I'll catch up with you hopefully tomorrow when I've read some more, or if I'm feeling better. So hi, it is Thursday night. I did not check in this morning, but I did want to let you know that I have been reading. I have finished 2 books today, which is actually exciting. I have been steadily working through After the Funeral on ebook, and I finished it today. I was very close to finishing it while I was on my lunch break, but I just didn't have enough time, so I plowed through it tonight, and I am done. I'm sticking with my 4-star rating from 5 years ago. I enjoyed it, and I was kind of on the right trail from last time. And the thing that I thought was the right, like my, because I don't want to give spoilers here. So the fact that I thought I knew was correct. So I was working on the right premise the whole time. And then also I was suspicious of the right person the whole time. I was kind of like, was that right? And I was right. Just not completely aware of it all. So I was really happy with this one, and I'm giving it a 4-star, like I said. So very happy about this. And this was my Read Christie 2022 project, or 2022 book challenge thing. And then I also, I don't know, I just was like, I'm going to, while I'm feeling like reading right now, I'm going to just try to get another book done at least. So I picked up Brave New World, as I knew this was not going to be a high priority mentally for me for the rest of the month, and I managed to finish it. I still have a bookmark in when I was trying to see how far I had left to go, but I finished this now, and I'm giving it a 3-star. I did not realize how much I missed growing up when I read it. I read it when I was like 15, 14, and there's a lot of sexual content in here, a lot. And I'm sure like everyone who read it before and discussed it with a group of people, they knew that. I didn't discuss it with anyone when I read it, so I did not know. But when I was reading it this time, I was like, there's a lot of a lot of sexual content. And I just, because it never says the words, I was like completely surprised. I went over my head entirely last time, so I had no idea. But I have finished it, and 3 stars. It has a really good message in some ways, and then in other ways I didn't like how it gave the message. I did like finding out, and the one thing I like about these editions as well is they have a little about the author section, a little introduction first. And in this introduction we learn, or it talks about how Huxley was blind. So I didn't know that. And it was interesting to read about how he went blind, and how he, I think it said, so it says that he went to college and he was blind for almost 2 years. So he learned Braille, and he continued to attend classes after that. So I don't remember right now, because I did read it. I don't remember if he was blind after those 2 years, but he was blind for at least 2 years. So I think that's an interesting fact. I didn't know that before. So either way, I finished those 2 books. I still have out from my library Black Girls Must Die Exhausted as an ebook. And I also have the next Magic Trails book as an ebook. Although I probably will focus on Anne of the Island, though, next. That's probably going to be my next ebook I focus on. I do like having an ebook on the go along with physical books. And as a physical book, I don't really have a top priority one right now. But I do have only one book left for my TBR Clue. I do remember mentioning that I was just having a hard time reading. And so I managed to make all of my books work for my TBR Clue except for one, which was the billiards game. And I am going to be really cheeky here. But in TBR Clue, or not TBR Clue, in the billiards room, which is the only room I have left to fill, because in Devil's Star, it's very political, or there's definitely a political thing pushing the plot at this point in the series that we're in. So I'm going to put that for Mrs. Peacock, as she's actually a politician in the lore that I'm going with every time. But there's that. And then for the billiards room, I'm going to put The Breaking Point by Mary Roberts Reinhardt in there, as Mary Roberts Reinhardt's book, The Breaking Point, is aptly named, if we can call it that, because when you play a game of 9-ball pool or snooker, you need to, at a certain point, always break on the table. And I thought that would be a fun play on words, and also a way to make sure that I can fit that book in and know my TBR is completed and no more stress on me, essentially. So I have the freedom to mood read middle grade, mood read mysteries, and just have fun with what I'm reading, essentially, at this point. So that's what I'm doing. I only have to read one more book, and that's a book I'm very excited to pick up. But yeah, it'll be all good, and I'm excited. I do need to finish my devotional or my Bible study book for my TBR Clue as well, because that'll be my nonfiction, and I do want to read the other nonfiction I've picked for the month. But right now, at least, I am able to breathe easy. So yeah, a little bit of a long update, but saying I finished 2 books, and I figured things out, and I'm being a little cheeky, but that's okay. Anyways, I have a chiropractor appointment tomorrow morning, so maybe I will be reading a bit before, maybe I won't. Either way, we'll see. And yeah, the weekend is coming up, and I'm hoping to get in some good audiobook listening at least. So here's hoping it'll be a fun reading weekend and a good end to the birthday bonanza, because I do need to finish my audiobook for that. So anyways, I'm going to go to bed. I hope you are all doing well, and I will check back in when I hopefully read more tomorrow. Hello, it is Sunday night. I have been just doing nothing, essentially, and I was meaning to read today, but apparently Sundays are now my days that I feel the worst. Either way, I plan on putting on an audiobook of an arc that I got a long time ago, and I would like to finish that audiobook today. It's a 3-hour audiobook. Hopefully I can get through it. If not, that's fine. But I do technically hit all the prompts for the birthday bonanza, because I did read Souls of Lost Lake, which is an arc. So I technically did get a gifted book on there. However, I would like to quickly run over what I have read this week with you in case I don't check in again. I'm going to listen to my audiobook while I clean up my kitchen a bit and do some laundry, because even though the time says it's not quite 9 o'clock, my watch is backwards right now, but it's like 9 o'clock. So I need to get on the game of getting things ready for tomorrow, because it's Monday, and this was time change day, so yay. Anyways, let's do a quick rundown of what I've read this week. I've only read 4 complete things. That's really strange how that one book is the wrong way. Either way, 4 things. So I did finish Devil's Star. I didn't mention it. Yesterday, I spent a lot of time with my family. My sister and brother-in-law are moving into a tiny home, so it'll be fun, but they have a lot of work ahead of them. Not too much now, but they still do have work ahead, so we went and helped out yesterday. Either way, I have finished this. I finished this last night as I was lying in bed trying to wind down. This one gives a 3-star just based on how much time it took me to get interested. It took me 40%, so it's gotta be like this much, 200 pages to get into this book, which in my opinion is not worth more than a 3-star, I should say. The ending was really intense and very interesting. However, the overall mystery for me was lacking, as this one just felt so focused on Harry and a certain detective named Tom Whaler in this book. So yes, that's a very interesting part of the whole overarching storyline, but it is not the mystery that you're supposed to be going into in here. I didn't feel like it was balanced properly, and also it just took so long for me to get into the mystery, not even the mystery of the book. It's just not more than a 3-star worth for me. Overall though, it's not a bad book considering I enjoyed it more than book 1 in the series. Book 1 in the series is a good setup book, I think, but it's not as great as the other ones I've read so far. So this is book 5, and happy that it's done now. It was a great ending though. It was like a spectacular ending, but it doesn't make up for the fact of how long it took me to get in. That's my complaint. So I finished that one. I also finished this week After the Funeral, and I gave this one 4 stars. Really enjoyed it. I have filmed my Agatha Christie review, and I did that on Friday night. So I didn't do much reading Friday night because I actually just filmed 3 videos and edited my video that came out today about Vanity Fair. So I need to edit this video still, but I did film my thoughts on this, including spoilers. I really enjoyed this one, and I'm giving it a 4-star. This one follows a family who meet to discuss the will of their uncle after his funeral. And their aunt who's there, Aunt Cora, says, well, of course he was murdered. And they're all shocked, and this kind of covers the unfolding events after the fact. So really enjoyable, very short, and great. And these all qualify for prompts for the Greek Gods-a-thon. Like this one has nature on the cover. Yeah, actually this one has trees on the cover as well. Not exactly the cover I was using, but that one does have trees. This one was my short book for Hermes. So I'm doing with those ones. Brave New World I finished as well. I think I told you guys about this one. I'm giving it a 3-star. It was not as, okay, I don't know if I thought of it as wonderful, but it did make me think. And for a first of its kind with being a dystopian, I don't even know if this was the first dystopian. I'd have to look into that honestly, but I thought that this one was a good one, and I enjoyed it. For the most part, there were certain parts I was like really unimpressed with. However, 3 stars. I am also looking at it with a classic lens. It's almost 100 years old. And I'm gonna take that for what it is. And I'm happy to say that I have now read it. And I also noticed in the book, I think I mentioned that he was blind for a few years, which was interesting. And also it mentioned that he wrote another book, I think called The Island. It said that he wrote, either way, one that was called something, and it was like the complete reverse of this. So if everyone lived in nature and not in a structured society. So I thought that'd be interesting to try out maybe one day. And that one was for my Athena prompt, because that one was one that's for my goals this year. I also finished my devotional Bible study book, and this one I just hit myself with, but it's called God of Deliverance by Jen Wilkins. This one is a very thorough one, and I really enjoyed doing this with my Bible study group. It's just talking about Exodus from chapter 1 to 18, and it was a very thorough Bible study book, and I gave it 5 stars. There were a few questions I didn't really like, but I can't really fault the whole book for that. So 5 stars for this one. We're actually going to move on to the second part of Exodus with Jen Wilkins' second book as well. So Jen Wilkins, yeah, whatever. Pluralization there was not correct, but either way, excited to read her next study as well. So that is what I've read so far. I'm going to try reading M by Kim Thuy, this is the arc that I got. It's a 3-hour long audiobook that my library has. Or I was thinking about it, and I also have Anne of the Island, which I remember being gifted by my parents years ago as I was thinking about it. So I might try that one too while I clean up my house. But either way, yeah, I'll let you know if I do finish one of those books tonight or this weekend, or I'll at least give you a quick update on how far I get into those at least. But that's basically the update for the week and all the books I've read so far. Either way, I'll let you know how I'm getting on at the end of the night, and that'll be the end of this vlog. So it is now about 11:15 at night, and I have finished quite a lot of housework, but I did not read. I just did like watching some reality TV shows or History Channel. I kind of changed out, but I just wanted to mindlessly focus on what I was listening to and focus on what I was actually supposed to be doing. So I didn't read, which is fine. I finished 4 books this week. I'm happy with that. Next week is the Magical Readathon Gear Up, and also I have middle grade books part of that, TBR, and I also have one of my mystery books for that. So March Mystery Madness books will be included there too. And I also might be doing something fun there with my TBR mug. So I have plans for that. Either way, thank you so much for watching my vlog. Please like if you enjoyed it and subscribe if you're new here. Leave a comment down below what you have been reading for this week, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.